Hey everybody, I'm Nicole Rivera from the Stop Writing Alone podcast and Stop Writing Alone online community. And I'm here every single week on the NV Rivera YouTube channel to share writing prompts with you. And that's because this year I decided I'm going to write 52 short stories in 52 weeks. So I decided I needed some prompts to get me through that. And just in case you wanted to join me on this venture, I'd share them with you. So what I pulled out this week is a book that I think many people are familiar with. It's the 642 Things to Write About. And they have a whole bunch of books like these. They have 642 Things to Sketch About. And I mean, the 642 thing was, they've gotten pretty popular. I did not realize, however, that my edition of this book was the Young Writers edition. So I was flipping through, and the great thing about these books, if you're familiar with them, or if you have this book or one of the other editions, is that it sort of runs the gamut with the types of things that they share in the book. There are a lot of prompts that are like personal writing, write about a day in school, and then there are things that are more story-centered. So you pick up this book and you can write about whatever. So I was thinking about, what do I want to share with you guys this week? And as I flipped through, I was cracking up because I could have used this last week when we did a pirate story, because there were some pirate prompts in there. But whenever I don't know where I want to focus my prompts, when I'm given such a tool like this that goes all over the place, I take out something else that you may or may not realize I have been using all year round. And this is the Everyday as a Holiday calendar. If you don't have one of these, of course you can Google like what's today, or if you have an Alexa device, and I feel like I have to whisper her name all the time, you can always just say, "Good morning, Alexa," and she will tell you what the day is, whatever is going on. For instance, today, which is September 25th, is National Comic Book Day, and that actually is here on my calendar as well, National Comic Book Day. So I didn't want to use that as inspiration because I feel like we've done a couple of comic-themed prompts during the year. There are so many various celebrations, and as we are a comic book family, I'm usually all over them. So I was just looking around what's coming up this weekend. I love that tomorrow is Lumberjack Day, but what I found is something for Sunday, which is World Tourist Day. So there were actually a couple of prompts in the 642 book that had to do with travel and tourism. So I flagged the page that had one of my favorites, but I will give you two options since they are on facing pages. There was two right next to each other. I could not resist, which is also a page that has a pirate prompt. One criticism that I have of the 642 books, if you are not familiar with them, is that when they give you prompts, there are lines to write, but there's definitely not enough lines to deal with the story that you're given. So I feel like they're more cosmetic than anything, unless you're really just jotting down notes for a future story. So here's the prompt I was thinking about for today, thinking about World Tourism Day coming up this Sunday. It's all of these prompts are like one-liners, so they're really simple, but they are intriguing. So this says, write a confused conversation between a bus driver and a tourist trying to get to a famous attraction. So it's World Tourism Day on Sunday. I want you to think about a famous attraction. I want you to think about a character trying to get to that famous attraction, getting on a bus, and getting into some sort of strange exchange with that bus driver. The other option for you is what's on the other page. And these pages aren't numbered, so I can't even tell you what page it is if you have a copy of this book. But here's your other option for your world tourism travel writing prompt. You are a world traveler. Write a journal entry from one of the destinations you have visited and what adventures you had there. And that's what I say about the diversity of the types of prompts in this book, whereas the first one is very much about a character of your choosing and somebody that you create. This second prompt is putting you in the role of the protagonist, and many of the prompts in the 642 books do that. So depending on what you want to write, whether you want to put yourself in a story or create someone new, Obviously, you can do that with either one of these, but one is actually written to do so, while the other is not. But I do like to flip through these books. They're not always like my first choice if I'm doing a writing prompt meeting. But if you just want to get yourself writing, this is a great tool to have around, and just to get your juices flowing and jog your I was going to say jog your memory, but it's really like just getting all of your muse going. So 642 Things to Write About. This one's the Young Writers Edition by 826 Valencia. And they have so many other books, not just the 642 books. So check them out. And I will have a link in the doobly-doo in the description so that you can see everything that they offer if you would like to capture one of your own. That is it for me. I am here in my new space, my new writing space, and this week's episode of Stop Writing Alone was exactly about that, finding your own writing space physically, and then also your safe space of your writing community. So if you want to check out that episode, it is here on the YouTube channel. That would be episode 88, or anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Just check out Stop Writing Alone. Also, this week going on in the Stop Writing Alone community, if you're subscribed to my email newsletter, you already know I have been having live Zoom meetings every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern, basically modeling what goes on in the Stop Writing Alone Happy Campers Club throughout the year. And there's going to be a new round of Happy Campers Club starting on October 5th. So if you want to check out what goes on there, just sign up for the Stop Writing Alone email and come join our Zoom meetings all next week. There is one more happening this week, but I believe it's going to be happening before this video goes live. But I'll have the link in the description for getting the email newsletter, but you can always find that at stopwritingalone.com as well. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see your stories in the comments here. I want you to enjoy your weekend, enjoy your week, and have fun traveling in your mind. Happy writing.